Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Pass to Avdia. In the corner, Henderson with it. 6 on the shot clock. Driving to the basket. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. No question, Scoot Henderson has excelled from a very early age.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think it was tough on Scoot Henderson when he first came in the league. The expectations were so high. And we didn't absolutely dominate early. People got down on him, but this is a really talented guy. If we just give him a little time, he's going to be one of the best guards in this league.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Lillard attacking. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Henderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. And that one comes up a bit short. Johnson right side. Shoots over Kamara. Up and in from the low block.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage.
Oh, look at that.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Johnson inside. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Out to Henderson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard from outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 5.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Outside, Avdia. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Cooper. The Lakers leading. And here is Johnson. He's got 6 to the middle. McAdoo. In with the block.
And at 7'2", Lincoln is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
The shot by Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody around. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Lillard outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Johnson right side. Plays it up and banks it in.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Henderson outside.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's the screen. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 9 points.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Lillard attacking. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 11 points in the game.
And with how well Lillard shoots it from deep, that mid-range, Jay, is normally going to be open.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson inside. Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Here's Lillard. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top, up by 3.
14.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Trailblazers trailed by 3. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
Outside, Avdia. Pass to Clingan. 6 to shoot. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, Kareem, too good inside.
And you just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Trailblazers trailed by 8. Outside Holiday. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it. Well, aside from his athleticism, what makes Williams such a great above-the-rim threat is his incredible 7'6" wingspan.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
What a finish by Sharp while taking the contact. It takes skill to win these and one opportunity.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Guys?
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Johnson. Baseline jumper. Trailblazers trailed by 4. Pass to Grant. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA, but now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Back to Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Taking advantage of an opening. Grant hammered that one.
Lakers leading by 4. Williams with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Pass to Holiday. We've got 1:08 left from the first half of basketball. Here's Grant. And Grant slams it home.
Well, if you're a fan of Jeremy Grant, that's what you love to see. Phenomenal throwdown.
To the inside. Slam dunk, Magic Johnson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Sinks the three-pointer. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, Holiday makes more than enough of those to keep the defense honest.
Here's Johnson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, credit the screen. It gave him the space he needed to get the look he wanted.
Lakers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Grant outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Magic Johnson picks one up.
Yeah, I think Grant doubles down when the defense gets close. He wants to get the whistle.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
There goes Magic. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And another shot. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And the shot is good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Back to Thibault. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. The baseline J off the mark. The shot's good from Worthy. Worthy's got his first points of the game.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Johnson outside. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Trailblazers.
By the Blazers Breaker Dance Crew.
Trailblazers trailed by 7. Pass to Reith. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And that one's good by Henderson.
Well, sometimes you got to go in there and play big, and that's what Scoot did.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Unstoppable tonight, as he is most nights. Jabbar has all the offensive tools, but it also keeps to a strict fitness regimen that allows him to wear people down.
Outside, Avdia. 4 on the clock. Portland needs to get off the shot. Rebounded by McAdoo.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that possession.
Johnson with it. 13 points in the game. McAdoo misses. And here we go. Lillard scanning the floor.
2 minutes.
And Lillard throws it down.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Here's Johnson. Johnson finishes inside with ease.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
Abdul-Jabbar the screen. And then Abdul-Jabbar slams it in.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Trailblazers trailed by 4. Here's Lillard. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Johnson left side. Portland grabs the miss. Henderson right side. Lillard outside. For the tie. Drives to the hoop. He lays it in. And that's 19 points for Lillard.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 in 5 here. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Lillard left side. And good that time. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
The shot's good from Abdul-Jabbar.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And so it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar making things happen for the Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Holiday. Pass to Sharp. Back to Holiday. Thibault on the wing. Clock at 4. Let's go. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 2-point game. And it's Thibault in the corner. They get it back. Grant surveying the D. And the layup's good off the glass.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Yeah, guys, they've shown a ton of character in making this comeback. Now they've got to finish the job.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And the shot is good from Johnson.
That's just more for Magic. And for all of his unselfish ways, if he wanted to, this guy could probably score like this on a nightly basis. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
No good from Abdul-Jabbar. Down low. Sharp. It's deflected. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Johnson the screen. And there's the dunk.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Worthy with it. Lillard picks him up. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Worthy. Here he goes. That one goes in.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And there's the three.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Johnson. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Big shot maker. When the game heats up, so does Magic.
Lakers lead by 3. On the wing, Worthy. Shot clock at 6. Taken away by Holiday. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Lillard. Oh, that was a two-hander.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Cleared away by Avdia. And so here's Portland. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Lillard attacking. Oh, what a finish.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Johnson. Oh, contorting his body for the double clutch layup.
What athleticism. That was an incredibly acrobatic move.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And what's their best move at this point?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
From the line.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he does get the second one. And that brings them within 2 here.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
And here is Johnson. 5 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
And what a time to tie this game up, guys.
It took a while, but they chipped away, and now it's anyone's game.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. The win. No good from 3. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. From Portland. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
The outside. Now Grant. Oh, the dunk.
Hey, that's fierce. Throwing it down over the larger defender.
Johnson. Got it to go off the glass.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
Lillard, right side. Here's Grant. Clock at 6. Now, Avdia shoots it up. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Johnson outside. Here's McAdoo. Williams comes with the double team. Abdul-Jabbar. From 19, that one goes.
And great vision there to punish the double team. That was well executed.
time. Puts it up from 15. Can't get it to go.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Portland trailing here. Now, Weigel. Williams outside. There's Grant. Oh, what a play inside.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Johnson.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after blocks.
And here's Lillard, who brings it up to Portland. Driving inside. Oh, one-handed!
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And here's Los Angeles, trailing by 2. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Lillard with it. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We've got more in store for you right after. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. Now here's Johnson.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he makes the first.
Team foul.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, the miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Lillard left side. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. That one misses. The Lakers leading. And stolen by Lillard. There's the screen. Diving in. Off the glass.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Johnson left side. That was a textbook hit by Abdul-Jabbar.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Lillard attacking. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Stolen by Grant. Now Avdia. Outside Grant. Now Williams. Grant. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray. Launches it. Grant. Another chance. Murray outside. Leaves it in off the window. Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
one misses. The Lakers trail. Johnson grips it down with two hands.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. The putback. Oh, hits the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
About 7 seconds separate the shot and game clocks. And here now is Thybulle.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. That'll do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. Holiday going inside.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good.